Hey guys, how you doing? Just pulling out into traffic here, hopefully. Trying. So I thought I'd keep going on the construction stuff from yesterday. And I think the bottom line on construction is, number one, you've got to vet the contractor like we talked about yesterday. That's so important. And if you don't have referrals, you can't trust them. And if you can't trust them, you better not hire them. It's like they say, the best deal I ever had was the one I walked away from. In other words, I've had deals before that have gone south, and man, do I wish that I'd walked away from them. And it's gone south for various reasons. Sometimes it's been the contractor, and sometimes it's been the house itself. We got into it and there was more there than we thought. A lot of these hillside houses in LA are a can of worms. There's various reasons why a house doesn't turn out right, or why it turns out to be a stinker, and everybody has them every once in a while, and those that don't, I don't think they're telling the truth, or they haven't been doing it very long. But finding the right contractor is key. And keeping that contractor happy and busy is even more key. If you're doing 1 or 2 flips a year, don't plan on using the same guy, because the chances are it's not going to line up. The awesome thing is if you can do it yourself and you've got the time to do it. A lot of guys I know do that. They do 3 or 4 a year. They run the entire thing. They're there from A to Z. They don't leave the job site except to pick up materials. So finding a contractor that understands where you want to be is super important. If you don't have an acknowledgement between the two of you of where you want to be price-wise, especially if he's not done flips before, you're going to get in trouble, or rent readies, or anything else. You've got to set expectations up front, and you've got to be really careful. A lot of times people will pay up front, and I can't tell you how many times people have come to me, or I've heard of people that have paid too much money up front, and the contractor just walks away. He's got no motivation to stay, no motivation to finish, because he's already gotten paid. Don't listen to their bullshit stories about, oh, my wife needs surgery, and sorry, I'm so sorry that you're going through that, but it's not my job to pay for that. Should be your response. You have a contract, you don't pay up front, you pay as things are completed. That way, he's behind a little bit, not you. And that has to be negotiated up front. Don't pull that on him afterwards. You can't go to them and say, hey, look, I know we agreed that I would pay you a little bit before you do everything that you're supposed to do. So, okay, you're going to hang drywall this week? Okay, I'll pay you up front for that. If you agreed to it, you got to stick to it. But don't agree to that to begin with, guys. You pay them as they go. You give them a deposit up front to hold their time, a small one, less than $1,000. Don't ever give more than that, even if they're asking. In California, it's actually illegal to ask for more than $1,000 for to hold a place, as a deposit. I don't know about the rest of the country, but be very careful with that. But spend time vetting your contractor, and I'm going to cut this short today. I can't tell you enough about getting referrals and making sure that person understands how it works. I think one of the biggest things I've seen go south on people is hiring someone they know, hiring somebody's brother that usually does a really good job. You've got to be really careful with that. You've got to be super careful with that, because I guarantee you, unless you vetted him, you don't know what's going to happen. And that guy may be the biggest flake in the world, or he may be the best in the world at what he does, but he takes forever to do it. It's a very fine line. So I think we should continue this tomorrow. Today I'm a little fractured. I was doing finances all day, and I'm refinancing a bunch of stuff. So I apologize for that. These are just some thoughts that were rattling through my head today. Tomorrow I will be a little bit more in line. We'll continue the construction thing and finish it, and I'll be done with that for a few months until I get some more DMs from somebody saying, oh my God, something went south. But anyway, I do want to hear about that, guys. I do. If you guys have a problem with that, look, I'm not going to write a book, but if you've got problems and you're having issues, share. I might not have a solution, and I might not have time to give you a solution, but give it a shot. Have a great night. I'm off to a real estate investment club to where I'm going to go talk for a little while, and go listen also. I suggest you guys do the same thing. Don't forget, look those up. Those real estate investment clubs. You'll meet the most interesting people. I always do. Talk to you later.